So before I do anything with this video, I want to make sure I clarify that in my last video, I forgot to add the player needed XP to the save load file. So that you just make sure you add that. I made a comment about it, but some people might not have saw it. So in order to do that, you just go to your save load, make a new player prefs here for the start. Do player needed XP equals player prefs dot get needed XP, and the default would be 100. And then down here, just do the same thing. Player needed XP, and it will be equal to player needed XP. And that's it. Enjoy the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to my series on how to make a idle slash clicker game in Unity. My name is Taylor, and I think this is episode 6 or 7. I think it's 6. Thanks for tuning in. Anyway, I'd like to mention also that only about 11 or 12% of my views are subscribers. So if you're a part of the other 88%, maybe think about hitting the subscribe button if you enjoy these videos. I'd really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's just get into this. I'm just going to be showing you guys how to change the numbers on your game here to notations. So basically, if you've got like 380,000 here, you don't want to see the whole number, because once you get into the millions and whatever, it's going to be huge. So we're going to make it so it actually says like 400K, like 1.2 M for million, whatever like that, and so on. And we're going to do that with the score. We'll do that with the prices of things, how much we're getting per second, per click, stuff like that. So let's just get into it. Easiest thing to do is to start off with a score. So I'll just open up our game manager here and scroll down to fixed update. And right at the top, we've got our score text. This just says, what our score is. So we need to change this to an if statement. So basically, if our score is less than 1,000, we will keep it the way it is. Just like that. Then copy this, paste it, and we'll do if our score is bigger than or equal to 1,000 and score is less than 1 million. So if it's bigger than 1,000, less than 1 million, we want to take the score here and just put some brackets around this real quick. We want to do score divided by 1,000. And then at the end, put plus, and in quotations, do K. So basically what this is going to do is if our score is bigger than 1,000, it's going to divide it by 1,000. So if we got like 5,000, divided by 1,000 would be 5, and then add K. Simple as that, so 5K. And then we can just copy and paste this, rinse and repeat, up until we get to like Q, quadrillion or something. So just paste another one, add 3 zeros here, 3 more here, and 3 more here. And then put M for million. Copy, paste, 3 zeros, change M to B, copy, paste, 3 zeros, B to T for trillion, copy, paste, 3 zeros, and T to Q. But after you hit Q, you can't add 3 more, because if you add 3 more zeros now, it'll say that the number is too large for it to be a float. You could change it to a double in some cases, but the way we're doing this right now, it would be a bit of a hassle to change it to a double now at this point. So what we're just going to do is just copy and paste this, get rid of the first bit here, and change this sign to bigger than. So if our score is bigger than what Q would be, we're going to erase that, take scores as the way it is, just score.toString. And then in these little brackets here, we're going to do 0E0. And let's actually add another 0 at the end of these as well, just to get a more accurate number. Okay. So now we've got that. We'll just test it real quick. So just save that, go to Unity. And so I had 400K. Well, okay, well, roughly. So it's gone to, like I said, 300K now instead of just showing the large number. And we can test this real quick by just adding a few zeros here. So if you add zeros, it goes up to million, and then billion, T, Q, and then after Q, it'll just say E, 18, 19, 20, and so on like that. So that's done for our score. Now there's a few other things, like I said, that we want to do this with. So it's basically just rinse and repeat, like I said. So we want to do it with the costs as well. So what we can do here, we want to do it with the click amount too, actually. So let's just do that one real quick. Just do them in order. So we'll change this. We'll do if click amount is less than 1,000. Keep it the way it is. Whoops. If it is bigger than 1,000 and less than 1 million, if it's bigger or equal to 1,000, then we will do click amount divided by 1,000 per click. So that's our base right there. So we can, like I said, just copy, paste this, add the zeros, and then, okay, yeah, we actually want to put, before the per click part here, we want to do plus quotations K plus quotations M. Keep it going. Change M to B. B to T. T to Q. Oops. And then on the bottom, you erase the first part. And if it is bigger than Q, we will just take this out. And we will just take the click amount the way it is. Dot toString uh, 0.00 E0 per click. And that's pretty much it. The only thing with this is everything that we're doing this with, each variable that we're doing this with, we need to change it from an int to a float. It has to be a float in order for it to show up properly. But that's why these have a green line underneath them. But we'll do that afterward. We'll worry about that after. So that's the click amount. We can delete that if we still have it. Okay, no, it's just we moved it. Okay, we're good. So now we want to do that with the cost text and stuff too. So I'm just gonna copy this whole thing, paste it, highlight it all, hit Control H for replace, and then we'll just replace click amount with upgrade one cost. It has to be the exact same way it's typed down below. So that's finished, but with the cost, there's supposed to be an extra little bit of text here. So we're right before per click, we wanted to add plus, or actually no, sorry. Before everything, we want to do quotations, cost, and then plus. So cost, upgrade one cost, and then per click. And then we can just copy this front part here and just paste it to the rest of them. Okay. So now that we have our upgrade 1 cost done, we can literally just copy and paste this and replace 1 with 2, and it'll just fit in perfect. So copy, paste, highlight it all, replace. We'll do upgrade 1 cost with upgrade 2 cost. Make sure you're in selection. Replace. Copy, paste, highlight it all, replace upgrade 2 with upgrade 3. And that's done. They're done. We can just delete these 3 now. Okay. Now we want to do the, let's see, idle upgrades. So we want to do the idle upgrade amount, which should be per second. So instead of copying all of these, we're just going to take this one and use this real quick, because if we were to copy these, we would have to manually go through and hit the per click and erase those, change it to per second and all that, and erase the costs and all that stuff. So instead of doing all that manual work, we'll just type out the first one and then copy and paste the way we did it at the beginning. So for idle 1 upgrade amount, we'll do if idle 1 upgrade amount is less than 1,000. We will keep it the same. Let's drag that up. Paste this. If it's bigger or equal to 1,000 and less than 1 million, we will do upgrade amount, add a 0 there, plus quotations K. I think, yeah, that's fine. So then we can just copy this, paste it, add the zeros. Oh, we forgot to, hold on. We got to divide this by 1,000. I forgot. Before moving on, make sure you do the brackets behind this. Divide it by 1,000. There we go. So now we can paste this, add the zeros, change the K to M. Rinse and repeat. Change the M to B. T. Q. And then, like I said, for the last one, you get rid of the first part. And change the sign to bigger than. Erase this. Just take the idle 1 upgrade amount the way it is. Take out the Q. And then put E0. So that's our idle 1 upgrade amount finished. For the cost, we can actually just copy the cost one up here for this. So we can just highlight the upgrade 3 cost, come down here, paste, and we are going to highlight it all, take upgrade 3 cost and replace it with idle 1 upgrade cost. That's finished. We can delete that. I think that would be it for those. Levels, XP, we don't need to do that. Yep, no, that's good. So now what we need to do is we need to change any of these ones that are green from ints to floats. Because if you leave them as integers, it won't display properly. It'll just say like 1.00k all the time. It won't say like 1.2, 1.5, whatever k. So we need to come up here and change those. So every cost we want to change to a float. So upgrade 1 float, 2, 3, click amount float. Whoops. I don't want upgrade is already a float. idle one cost, change that to a float. I think that's it for here. So we can just hit save on that. Then we want to go over to our save load script that we have. And now we'll have a few red lines here. Not a big deal. We just need to change these integers to floats as well. So from set int, change that to set float on any one that's red. Save. So I'm pretty sure that would be it. Let's just test this out. So save both of the scripts, go back into Unity. Okay, so now we've got this. It says we're getting 2.5 per second, well, 2.5K per second. And we'll just test this real quick by increasing it. So let's just see. Yep, so as we increase it, we can see it's actually going up here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. 2.74, we can scroll and make this go higher. Our costs on our upgrades, let's just test those, make sure those are going right. So I'll change this to like 1K, yeah, 120, whatever. Cost on this one. Okay, so that's a bit off. It's showing way too many numbers at the end there. So let's just see what we're doing on that end. Okay, yeah, there's no, we don't have the toString on these. Okay, so what we want to do is for the click amount, we want to do .toString brackets 0. Well, for the main one at the top for our click amount, we just want 0. We don't need any decimals for that one. But for the rest of them, anything over 1,000, we want to do .toString bracket quotation 0.00. And let's just copy this and paste it at the end of all of these. Anything after 1,000. We don't need to do it at the bottom because we already have the E0 toString on that one. And then do it for these as well because we forgot these. So anything over 1,000, make sure it has the toString on it. Oh, whoops. I pasted it in the wrong spot. There we go. Upgrade 2. Uh, 3. And all of these will go before the plus and then the letter. So before the K and whatever. We already got it for the idle. We don't have it for the costs. Okay, I think that's it. Let's save that, test it again. Cost 100 per. Okay, so we got something messed up somewhere. Okay, yeah, so idle one upgrade cost, we got per click at the end of these. That's not supposed to be there. So we'll just get rid of those. Idle upgrade amount is supposed to have per second, that's fine. Yeah, these have per click. This isn't supposed to be there. Actually, it seems like all of our upgrade ones have per click, which I did not notice before doing that. So the easiest way to do this instead of doing it all manually is just highlight everything from upgrade 1 cost top down to upgraded 3 right at the end, and just do Control H, and we will in our replace here we're going to do we want to just put everything after this. So it would be space plus space quotation space per click quotation, and just uh, replace it with nothing. We may need to select this again because I clicked off of it. Okay, so everything in upgrade 3 will be replaced right there. 19. So there we go. So we just replaced all the per clicks with nothing. We got a red bar here somewhere. What are... Oh, there's a plus. Okay. There we go. So now at the end of all the upgrades, there should not be a per click or per second or nothing like that. Per click should be on the click amount, which is there. Per second should be on the idle amount, which is there. Didn't get rid of the per click on this one. And I forgot to add the toString. If it's less than 1,000, let's put 0. Okay. I think that's it. Save that and try again. That's the only problem with copying and pasting things like that, is there's a lot of time you'll have some small inconsistencies that you don't notice until you test it. So just make sure you always test your stuff before you think you're finished. So for cost here, let's just, yeah, so that looks right now. To cost. Yep. Whoops, wrong one. Yep, so that's all good. It changes to E when we're too high. Go to the idle one, see how that goes. Where are we? Idle one cost. Yep, so that's good. Idle one amount. Yep, that's good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, let's just see about the per click. Make sure that's working good too. Make sure we test everything. Where are we? Click amounts. Yep, that works fine. It's a little bit off size, but that should be an easy fix. But yeah, so all the numbers are working fine. Let's just change this text here real quick. Let's just, whoops. Make this text a little bit bigger. Make it the whole button. There we go. All right, so that's pretty much it. Just make sure you save it. You're good to go. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something new, and I'll see you guys next time.